come, these relations are going to improve.
Yes, and we also know why exactly the rallies are happening at this point in time, because G7 meeting is next week. So you're expecting the Indian Prime Minister to be in Canada, and that's why you want to hold as many of these Khalistani rallies as possible. Ambassador Manju Seth, I want to bring you in on that point. The people at the rally now blatantly also carrying the flag of Pakistan along with the Khalistan flag. That clearly indicates or is an attempt to send a message, as Major General Rajan Kochar also pointed out, that we know who's behind this, who's the mastermind. It is the ISI. However, Ambassador Manju Seth, it doesn't seem as though Pakistan has the direct funds to provide for this movement. If it's not Pakistan, if the funding is being routed via Pakistan, who's the real culprit? And why do you think that they've now gone a step ahead to start blatantly showing the Pakistani flag as well at these Khalistani rallies?
The thing is that I think, as very rightly mentioned by the general, the whole Khalistani movement was encouraged, funded by Pakistan and by, as mentioned, by the ISI for the last so many years. So whether they have, and also terror, they've been funding terror in India also. So whether they have money for other things or not, they definitely are able to spare money for any terror activity anywhere and any anti-India activity. But having said that, I'll also say that a lot of funding in Canada for these elements also comes through the so-called drug mafia and the human trafficking that they all indulge in, and the huge amount of money that exchanges hands amongst criminal elements there, including the Khalistani pro-Khalistani elements, and they get people there, and they all make money out of this. All these illegal activities, criminal activities, and definitely the Canadians are also beginning to understand that there is a problem. But the fact that now the Prime Minister Indian Prime Minister is going to be there at the G7 summit, I think they thought this is a good time. They think it's a good time to protest this, and they were very happy under Prime Minister Trudeau, who had made it his agenda to have as a government, as part of the government. I mean, the government had an anti-India stance all along. So I think they were very happy with him there. Now that Mark Carney has come, and when he took office, he said he would like to reset the ties with India, and would like to discuss all aspects, including security aspects, etc. And I think the Niger killing, which seems to have held the whole bilateral relationship at hostage, also needs to be finally closed. And they've been talking of Five Eyes, etc. So I don't know which of the Five Eyes are also encouraging all this. But separately, the fact that the locals are now being affected, and the fact that they're making it into a religious, giving a religious flavor, a communal flavor, saying all Hindus should be sent out of Canada. I think it's time for the Canadian government and authorities to understand what is at stake, what is happening. The Indian community there is very prosperous, and they're really contributing to the economy. And with this kind of activity and this kind of rhetoric that has been allowed in the name of free speech, the Canadian government really needs to rethink its whole approach to the so-called freedom of speech.
Okay, Mr. Lali, bringing you in on the conversation. When we say